Hi, Stephen the Hospice Nurse here again. Now I'm going to show you how easy it is in Hospice Tools Timekeeper to enter on-call hours and link clinical visits with clinical documentation. Linking clinical data is an awesome feature that has a huge impact on critical hospice issues such as fraud liability, billing, QA, and compliance. Let's open another time entry record. Our start time in this case is going to be 2 p.m., and we're going to say it lasted until 2:30. The activity type in this case is going to be a patient visit. It's highlighted in red because it's a required field. Because it's a patient visit, the system automatically knows that there has to be a patient and a document associated with this activity. We're going to select our patient, and when you click on the icon, you see a valid list of all your patients. You can click from the list or search for your patient. We visited Samantha Bellamy. We'll select her, and then we will link the clinical document associated with that visit. An awesome feature in Timekeeper is that when we click on that icon, it pulls up a valid list of all the visits that were done that day. The system seamlessly integrates with Hospice Tools eDocs, our clinical tool, and automatically pulls over visits, phone calls, and notes that are completed within eDocs, so that you can easily associate them with your Timekeeper entries. Let's select the visit for Samantha Bellamy. Click OK, and the document is linked. Because this is a Saturday, this might be an on-call visit. Let's click the On-Call button. We'll click Save and Verify. Our visit with Samantha has been added directly to the list. Notice these two additional icons that we see on the entry. The little paperclip indicates that we've attached a document, and the little bell indicates that it was an on-call visit. This is a tremendous help when it comes to payroll processing and automatically sorting visits in terms of reimbursement for regular time versus on-call time. If you look to the left at the summary page, you can see that the hours have increased from 5 to 6.5. 6 of them are regular hours, and our half-an-hour visit with Samantha is on call. We see that we have 1 visit and we have 35 reimbursable miles. And in the calendar, you can see this total of 6.5 hours for the day. We're not done with our day yet, so let's go ahead and add another travel entry. We're going to go to another patient. We'll start at 2:30. This time it was a really long distance, so we'll say it took us until 4 in the afternoon. The workflow with Timekeeper is very logical. It just follows through a day, which makes it super simple to enter time throughout the day on the go. This was a travel activity, so the document and patient fields are not required and can be left blank. Again, we can select regular or on call, and we have the reimbursable mileage field if the miles are reimbursable. It's not a required field, which allows for the fact that sometimes mileage may not be reimbursable, but it allows for the reimbursable mileage. So we'll go ahead and enter that this was 50 miles. We'll save and verify the record. We've arrived for our first clinical visit with our patient at 4 p.m. So now let's go ahead and add that visit. Our visit started at 4 p.m. and went until 4:45. We'll select the activity type as patient visit. Because we selected patient visit, we have those required fields for the clinical documentation and the patient. We'll pull up our list of documents that have already been entered in eDocs. This visit was with Daniel Lee. Select the document and click OK. And this will automatically update the patient field because the system knows that the patient associated with this visit is Daniel Lee. Let's say this was a regular visit and was scheduled in advance. So we don't have to click on call, and we can go ahead and click Save or Save and Verify. We'll save and verify, and now we have 8.75 hours in our day. And that's our timesheet for the day. We've done regular and on-call time entry, reimbursable miles, and linked clinical documents to visits, which is super important because now those clinical time and clinical visits are totally synced. I'm sure you'll agree. Hospice Tools Timekeeper makes time entry super simple. Hospice Tools, how hospice happens.